In today's video, we'll be making palazzo trouser. So the basic measurements needed are your round hip measurements, your waist measurements, waist to hip, waist to crouch, and waist to length. So before we start, we'll start off by taking out 2 inches for band. So this is where the 2 inches will be. This is the waistline. That waistline, we place our tape rule from 2 inches like this, giving out this 2 inches part. I will come down by 10 inches. This 10 inches is the person's waist to hip measurement, and on that waist to hip measurement will come down by 14 inches. How did I get my 14 inches? I divided the person's round hip measurement by 4. I added 2.5 inches because the person is on the big side. So this is the waist to hip and waist to crouch. Then from there we'll go down to take the full length of the palazzo. The person's length is 43 inches. So I'll be adding 1.5 length, 1.5 inches to the length, making this. So I'll go back now and take the same measurement on this part. This is the 10, this is the 14, this is 43, and this is 1.5. So I've taken my horizontal measurement. Now I'll be taking the vertical measurement. The person's round hip measurement is 46. So 46 divided by 4. This is it. $11.5. But I will extend it to 12 because the person is on the big side and I want enough allowance. I'll take the 4 inches, I'll place it on the hip measurement and on the crouch measurement and also on the waist measurement. That will connect. To get my crotch extension, since I have divided this round hip measurement by 4 already, which gave me 11.5, but I approximated it to 12. So I will divide that 11.5 by 4 again. approximated it to 3 inches. So my 3 inches will be here. I'll come out by 1. Now connect. So for me to get my waist measurement, the person's waist measurement is 33. So 33 divided by 4. Is 8 1/4. This my here, and I'll add 1 inch dart allowance. I'll connect this to the hip measurement by soldering. To get where I'll be placing the dart, I'll be using the nipple to nipple measurement. A nipple to nipple measurement is 8. 8 divided by 2, 4. So I'll place my tape rule. This is the 4. I'll place it. I'll come down by 3. Mark half here, another half here, Now, on this part of the palazzo, this down part of the palazzo, if you want yours sharpened, you can go ahead, place your time measurement here and divide it by 2. But I want it wide enough, so I'll just extend this measurement to this down part. So in order to do that, I have to determine what I have here. What I have here is 15 inches. So I'll take the 15 inches down here. And I will extend it to the hemming allowance. I'll also look for 15 at this mid point. Get my tape rule and connect. So this is now the front part of the palazzo. I'll cut it out now to place on the back, to cut the back part. Is to get the back crotch extension. So by so doing, you remember we used 3 inches here. So this 3 inches, you add 1 inch to it to make 4. So you extend by 4 inches. So this is it. This is our measurement here now. See, you extend by 4 inches. Then on this hip line, you come out by 2 inches. Here as well. And on this waist part, I'll be extending this place to by 2 inches. So this is it. So right now, I'll go ahead and connect. Indicates where the dart will also be on the back part. Now I will now extend this crunch extension to the down part. So remember, I came out by 4, so I'll place 4 here. This 4 here. This 4 here. Connect. So this is it for the palazzo. I'll now cut out all the whole part. If you remember, I didn't touch this side of the pattern. I only added all my allowance to this, to the front, to this part. So I'll go ahead now and cut it. I had to cut out the waistband. This is a band of 3.5 inches. It's so because the client wants a bigger band, but ideally you're supposed to cut 2.5 inches on fold, like looking like this. So in order for you to do that, you cut out the band of either 2.5 inches or 3.5 inches, depending on how broad you want the band to be. You take the waist measurement. Remember, the client's waist measurement is 33. This is the client's waist measurement, the actual 33 plus 2-inch side seam allowance. So before then, you can now go ahead and cut it out.